Hi guys, Mrs. Fernandez here, and this is a tutorial for how to create a digital mosaic using Google Drawing. Google Drawing is available to everybody in our school district. Awesome, and it's really easy to use. So first, you're going to start off at the Google homepage. Google Drawing is not usually, it's not one of the apps that are automatically in this little waffle right here. So go to the search bar, type in Google Drawing. And right here, you're going to go to Google Drawings, create diagrams, charts for free. And it's going to open up a little doc. And it's very, very similar to how you do drawings within Google Slides. But I'll show you some really nice features about this, and I'm still learning. First thing I want you to do is title your Google Drawing. You put your name in it. I'm going to put, this is F's Digital Mosaic. All right, so that's there. Next, what I'm going to do is insert before we do that even, we are going to create the grout or the cement or plaster that you would actually like in a real mosaic. You would stick the little tesserae, the little pieces of glass and tile and stones into wet plaster, and then arrange it so that you have your design. We're not going to be doing that, but we do need a background. So what you're going to do first is select a big rectangle, start in the top corner of your workspace, and just fill this as much as you can. It's okay if it's bigger or smaller than the workspace. And you're going to fill, so go over here to the little paint bucket, fill color. And this is going to be the color that you see between all the little shapes on your mosaic. Depending on what picture you choose to use as your reference, you might want to use black, you might want to use white, or you might want to use a neutral color for in the middle. So, if you are doing an animal that is black, choose white or gray or brown to be your color for your cement or your grout. Otherwise, I think I'm going to do black. If you're doing a flower, something that's white, make sure you're using like black or a different color so that you can see the shapes that you're going to be creating. So you can always change the color too. I would stick with black or white first. Then we're going to insert a picture. So you want to find a picture. I recommend something that's either nature or things that have there's a lot of contrast within the artwork, so different colors. Okay, or I mean in the image, sorry. I chose a picture that I already saved here. There we go. A picture of my dog. So I'm going to upload it. You can also go to insert, go to image, and search the web. So if you're not using a photograph or a picture that you have already saved on your Chromebook, you can look for something. I'll show you really quick. I love that you can just do this right here. So you can search for images, animals, wildlife, buildings, landscape, all look really nice. You don't want to do something like the ocean or something like just a grassy plain. You want mountains, something that has like different shapes, different colors in it. Okay. If you're going to do the ocean, make sure you have like a beach scene with items on your scene. But you can choose whatever you want to do. If you want to do it something Christmassy, since it's close to the holidays, go for it. Doesn't matter. Butterflies would look really nice actually doing this too. Butterflies would make a great mosaic. And if you do like a cartoon character, the only thing you would do differently, you probably would not make black lines to separate your shapes. So I'll talk more about that as we're working. I'm going to do, I like this picture of my dog Dexter, so we're going to do Dexter. And what you want to do next, once you've chosen your item, make your picture nice and big. And then you want to center it because you are going to be moving your picture, your reference picture a lot. So you want to move the picture until you get these red lines that go vertical and horizontal across your picture. That means it's centered. That way, because we're not going to lock that in place, you can come back to it. So now here's the fun part. We're going to start making our mosaic. So a mosaic is an image made up of tons of tiny little small pieces pieced together. And then when you step back and look at it, all the pieces create a picture and patterns. So we are going to go to the line and select the polyline. We're going to be making some polygon shapes. So a polygon is just a shape that's not really like a square or a diamond, or it doesn't have a real mathematical name. Was it scientific? Anyways, okay. So pick an area to start drawing shapes, and what you do is you click and it'll lock that part of the line in place. I'm going to try to outline, and I like to outline shapes within my image first. And there we go. So that's going to be like the corner of his floppy ear. Then what I'm going to do is go to the fill tool, and you can create custom colors or find a color that is closest. See, it's a little too dark brown for that. You can go to custom, and what's really nice, it's getting too pinkish. It'll save my custom colors right here. So if I use it over and over again, oops, I didn't mean to click right there, but we'll go for it. So I'm going to make another shape that fits in there. That one's going to overlap it. We can move it. And you're just going to create all these little shapes that fill in. Whoopsies, that just became a line. I need to undo that one. And it looks better and better the smaller you make these shapes. All right, so I also wanted to show you, you can push, I'll show you how to zoom. Zoom in, you can push Control, Alt, plus, and get it much closer. Make sure you click the arrow tool. I just moved Dexter. There we go. All right, and we're back. So through the magic of television, just kidding, I have finished up most of Dexter's face using the mosaic technique. I still do want to come back and do most of the background, if not all of it. I might crop a little bit of it because I really do want to focus on just the animal's face, so we can make it a little bit bigger. But I wanted to show you what the next step is once you're done adding all of the mosaic tiles into your artwork. What you're going to do is very carefully click on the actual photograph image that you didn't want to move before, and you can delete it or drag it. I'm just going to drag it because I don't want to have to resize it if I do need to go back, and I will. But drag it off of your page. And then again, if you wanted to change the background color for your grout, now would be a good time to do that. Hold on a second. Sorry about that, momentarily interrupted. So what you're going to do is, this is our grout, the background shape that we first made that is black on my screen is called the grout. Think of it like plaster or wet cement. And you can change the color of it if you want to. So all you do is you come up here, fill color, and so if I want to make it white instead of black, actually I like the black better because of these light colors. It really looks better, I think. You can make it gray. You can make it green if you wanted to. That actually looks kind of cool too. I'm going to stick with black because it's just kind of traditional. It really shows off the texture that the shapes all create and patterns. And then if I wanted to drag this back, fit back in there. There we go. And then finish out your picture. That's not quite right. There he goes. So I want you to refine, finish, and if you want to make some shapes smaller, that would be awesome. Oh, last thing I really, really wanted to show you is the gradient tool. So if you want to create some bigger shapes, or like say I have this big hunk of sky right here. I'm going to go to fill, and it says solid right here, and next to it says gradient. That means that it's going to change value from like light to dark to light again. So I'm going to click on here. You can customize it, or you can just pick something. That's pretty. I like transparent. Or you can customize, which is really nice. So you can change. Radial means that it'll be lighter in the center, look kind of circular. I like linear, where it's like from top to bottom. You can change the angle of which way light to dark goes. I want it to be darker at the top, I think. Wrong way. There we go. And rotate within the shape. What does that mean? Cool. All right. So you can create these really pretty, oops, sorry about that. See how it changes from like a darker light blue to a really light blue. You can do that. That's what I did within the circle for his iris and pupil. So that's pretty much all I really wanted to show you. I'm sure we'll come up with many more questions as we work through this project, but that's pretty much the basics. Again, you want to use smaller shapes pieced together closely to create more visual interest and texture, but you can use some bigger blocky shapes to kind of help create emphasis and have things stand out. So there, I'm going to get rid of that for right now. There is Dexter's profile, and I hope you guys had fun trying this out. I can't wait to see how your work looks, and good luck. Happy creating. Bye, guys.